What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have decided to repaint the garage. Stay tuned. I bought this house a little over 7 years ago, and my parents actually paid one of my friends to paint the garage for me as a housewarming or a birthday gift. I don't remember which one. And my parents picked out this dark brown color, and I really liked it at the time, but it's just gotten old and I decided to do something new. I got everything at Home Depot aside from the paintbrushes over here, which I picked up at Harbor Freight. But at Home Depot, I got my paint trays, my roller, some paint sticks, and then my little knit rollers to go on there. And then I also went ahead and picked up one of these. I've never used one before, but I'm hoping that it will help out a little bit. It's to attach to the paint can so that it doesn't go everywhere whenever you're pouring it into the tray. And then as far as the paint colors that I got a white, black, and then a gray. And then I'll explain to you what I'm going to do with those here in just a second. I got the Focus pulled in the driveway, so let me explain to you what I'm going to do with the 3 colors of paint. So I got a gallon of the white. I'm probably going to need more than that, but for now I just got the gallon. So I'm going to do the entire ceiling white, and then I'm going to do the top half of all of the side walls white. And then I've got a gallon of gray that I'm going to do on the bottom half of all of the side walls. And then my little quart of black right here, I'm actually gonna do a little black stripe to separate them both. I'm gonna start over here. I'm gonna do the white first, start up top and start doing the white. And I'll probably try to go ahead and cut into the ceiling as far as I can reach from the ladder. And then once everything is done, I'll come back and then finish off all of the center portion of the ceiling with the white. I just finished up doing this top half, and I am going to come down further with it tonight to try to finish this off, but I wanted to show you guys a couple of things. One, I was really hoping that one coat would cover this, but I think with, I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, you can definitely see the lack of coverage there. So with the white going on this dark background, it's definitely going to take 2 coats, which really sucks because that's going to double my work time, but I'm going to do it. We'll get it done. But for the rest of the night, I am going to finish off coming down to where I think the black line is going to be. It's the next day. I did finish up the entire wall last night, and I actually came out here earlier today and went ahead and put a whole nother coat on everything. You can still see it's a little bit transparent, so it looks like I'm gonna have to do 3 coats now, which really sucks because that's gonna triple the work. But while this is drying, I'm not gonna wait any longer. I'm gonna go ahead and start working on putting the gray, or start painting the bottom gray. I finished up doing the gray on the bottom. So this is 1 coat of it. And then I went ahead and did a 3rd coat of the white. So that looks awesome now. 3 coats, it came out great. And then the gray down here, already I can tell that I am gonna have to do 2 coats of that, and that should cover it for this. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the 2nd coat tonight. because it is dark outside. And then tomorrow I will get working on the black stripe. It's the next day. I finished up the second coat of the gray on the bottom last night. So I'm not gonna go ahead and do the black stripe today. It says that it needs 24 hours to completely dry before I can actually put tape on there, but I'm actually gonna give it like a full 3 days before I actually do that, because I definitely don't want any of that paint peeling off. So while that's happening, or while I'm waiting for that, I'm gonna push everything back on this side and then go ahead and pull everything from this side out and start working on doing the white. I've got everything pulled away from the wall, and then everything off of the wall, so all of the yard tools that I had hanging up there. So I am gonna have to do some cleaning up first with the shop vac, because this is stuff that never moves, and then like I said, the yard equipment brings a lot of stuff in. So I'm gonna vacuum all of this stuff up, and then I am also gonna take this off, and then these metal plate brackets that all the yard tools go on, so that I can just paint straight over that. And then I think I'm gonna tape this off, and then I'll probably go ahead and tape this off as well. I finished up with the first coat of white on the other wall. This wall was definitely a lot more, I guess, technical, because there was a lot more cutting in to do, a lot more taping and stuff like that. And then getting around that hot water heater was kind of a pain in the butt, but I managed to do it. It's no big deal. So it's getting late, so I'm not gonna be doing any more painting tonight. Obviously, this is still gonna have to dry anyway, so I'm gonna call it quits for tonight, get everything cleaned up, and then I will put on a second coat later on, and then a third coat. Got the third coat of white on, so I'm done with the white over here. So just like the other side, I'm gonna put on 2 coats of the gray. I'm gonna put 1 coat on tonight, and hopefully I can get a second coat on in the morning. And then tomorrow evening, I will start measuring out for these stripes. I finished up the second coat of gray last night, so I am completely done with all of the white and all of the gray on the east and the west wall. So the only thing I still have to do before I can move everything back is do the ceilings over here, just where I can get, I can move everything back and I can still get to it. And then I need to finish up the ceiling over here on this side as well. But I'm really excited to get the stripes laid down, so I'm gonna go ahead and start measuring and getting this side taped off. I finished up drawing the stripe Friday night. It's now Tuesday, but I had to take care of some other things around the house over the weekend. But I had my dad over here and I had another friend over here, and my initial plan with the stripe was to measure down for both the top and the bottom stripe. And I guess I just don't really understand, taping and bedding and floating a ceiling and realizing that, I guess it waves. And you could tell, like, after I finished drawing everything, it sucked, because I worked really hard on it, and it just didn't match up. So my dad's suggestion to me was to take the level and find my mark at the very end down here and just draw a straight line level with that, and then measure down from the top stripe to the bottom stripe, and then just connect your dots from there. So I did finish that up last night, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started on taping this thing off. It's now completely straight, and then I'll get it painted. Just got through peeling the tape, and the line turned out so good. I'm so stoked on how this turned out. I did come out here this morning and put a second coat of black on off camera, and then you saw me just peeling the tape, so I just now peeled it this evening. But the only thing that I'm gonna have to do afterwards is, it's a little dirty on this white, and then there's a few spots right here where it bled through on the white, and I think there's a few more somewhere down here, like right here on the gray as well. So what I'll do is finish off the whole garage and then come back later on with just a fine tipped paintbrush and fill all that in. Now that I've got this side completely finished off, I'm gonna go ahead and finish off this side over here. I still gotta do the little ceiling up here, and then I'll still have to measure for my stripe and then run my level and do all of that stuff. So I'll do all of that off camera and then show you guys what this thing looks like with both sides finished. I finished up the other wall. It turned out so much better than the other one. So I am gonna have to go back and fix some things on this stripe over here. So like where it bled through, but I'm gonna take you over here. So I had a buddy come over and help me move everything. And he does a lot of this stuff, or used to actually do a lot of this stuff. He doesn't do it anymore. But he showed me a little trick with my caulk gun to get these lines super smooth. So, I mean, this thing turned out great the whole way. I do, like, there's a little pencil mark I got to get right there, but no bleeding through at all. It turned out so freaking good. I'm really excited about it. It's awesome to see both sides, like, done. Like, I can see it, like, coming together now. So I'm going to go ahead and get this last wall finished up over here. And then the ceiling. It's been about a week. I finally finished up pretty much everything. The ceiling's done. I had a friend come over Saturday and help me with that. I've got everything moved back. Still got to do some organizing, but I'm on this last little part over here, and I'm going to show you that little caulk trick that my buddy showed me a couple weeks ago on this. I also wanted to give a few shout outs on this video because this was a big task for me and it was a lot more than what I expected. This has taken me a month to do, but a big thanks to my dad for making sure that I got this first stripe over here straight. I was measuring wrong. I was not doing it the way that I should have been doing it, and he came over here and helped me with that. I also want to thank my buddy Travis for coming over, helping me move everything away from this far wall over here, and then helped me run my line the whole way around. He stayed over here for a few hours and helped me do that. And then lastly is my buddy Cody. He came over here, helped me finish the ceiling. This ceiling was actually not too bad. Because I could roll everything on from the floor. Also, thanks to Travis for finally showing me that extension on there, so I'm not climbing up a ladder and rolling everything. But yeah, Cody came over, helped me finish the ceiling off, and then helped me move everything back. So big thanks to everyone that came over here and helped me. This was a much bigger task than what I expected. But like I said, I'm going to show you this caulk trick on this thing, and then tomorrow, after everything dries, I'll come out here and just kind of show you everything in the daylight. So with this method, to keep this line straight, what I'm going to do is on the tape itself, I'm just going to make sure that I press it in really good, run my finger the whole length of this thing, and then what I'm going to do is actually take just a little bit of this caulk. Let's see if I can just show you this with one hand. Just a little bit there. And then after you run your finger across it to make sure that it's sealed, you'll take just a little bit of your caulk and you'll just start running a bead along the line there, all the way down, and then just smear it in all the way across there. And then what you'll do is put your 2 coats of paint over that. You cannot let this dry overnight. That's one thing you cannot do. But you run your first coat over it, run the second coat over it right after that one dries, and then peel your tape almost immediately, and it will create a perfect line. I finished up everything last night. I got the entire garage completely finished off, so everything's moved back. I'm so excited with how this turned out. It took a lot longer than what I expected. Like I said, I've been working on this thing for a month. And it's just because I didn't have a lot of time with my regular job and having to go and only got a couple hours to paint at night, if that. So, but yeah, completely done. It turned out so nice. And at night with this light on, that white definitely helps to reflect light. It looks much better in the camera, and I just, I couldn't be happier with it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you next time.